season on the line, 4th and 11. Butka looking downfield, throwing, incomplete, broken up at the 10-yard line. And Old Bridge is headed to the NJS IAA Central Jersey Group 5 Championship game.
There's one in the flat. Good catch that time by Ransom. Ransom with a lot of room. And a good block by Delonzo down the field. And Ransom is gone. 57 yards to the house. 2-2.
Swung on and miss. Strike 3. St. James Smithtown has done it. They are the 2025 New York State Little League Baseball Tournament champions.
Drops back, throws all the way to his right. Has a man down the field, and he's got him! First play of the drive, touchdown, New York Green Wave!
Sanioki's season on the line. Goal to go from the 2. Kyles looks to run with it. Pitches it to Seth. He grabs it. He's in for the touchdown.
The final 25, and they're neck and neck. Kane looks like they have just a dash of a lead. Salisbury taking first. What a race. Live from Great Hills Little League in Staten Island, New York, PDF Sports Network is proud to welcome you into week-long coverage of the 10 and under Eastern Regional Softball Championship Tournament. 22 games in all, and it all comes down to this one, the Eastern Regional Championship game, which features the Connecticut team represented by Milford Little League, the New England champs, taking on your team from Pennsylvania, Bullskin Little League, winners of the Mid-Atlantic region. The 2 regional winners squaring off here in a winner-take-all Eastern Regional. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is David Pizzuto alongside Joe Calabrese. And Joe, we got a good look at both of these teams throughout the tournament, but especially here earlier in their championship games in their respective regions. They blew out the competition, a couple of shortened games due to the run rule. Well-deserved placement here in this championship game. You and I were talking about it offline, what to expect. We really don't know because they've given us a little bit of everything.
We've gotten a little bit of everything. At the moment, we have player introductions as the Milford, Connecticut side of things. I believe the coaches and manager were just introduced, their rosters out on the field. Bullskin, Pennsylvania is about to be introduced here momentarily. But again, both games today, both ended via the run rule, both 10-plus wins, 10-plus run wins after 4 innings. So we know that both of these teams can hit, and hit really well. And we know both of these teams can pitch. And it seems as if we are getting a matchup of both teams' top pitchers to start this game. So again, we don't know what to expect. Is it going to be high scoring like a football score? Is it going to be very low scoring? Are we going to see a true pitcher's duel? There's an air of unpredictability here that I think is very intriguing to not only us, but everybody else in the press box here as well. Everybody who's here associated and runs Great Hills Little League, from the statisticians and scorers to the public address announcer. But there's no doubt here, we got the 2 best teams. It is the New England champion, Connecticut, and it is the Mid-Atlantic champion, Pennsylvania.
We might not know what to expect, but what we do know is that these teams do everything well. They hit well, they pitch well, they field well, and we expect a sensational game. They're going over the lineups now. Let's give them to you as well. We'll start with the visiting team on the scoreboard, Connecticut, represented by Milford Little League. In order, batting first, the catcher, number 4, Reagan Gill. Batting second, the shortstop, number 3, Sadie Dubin. Batting third, the third baseman, number 22, Quinn Tierney. Batting fourth, the pitcher, number 30, Kinsley Persico. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 11, Ali DeSantis. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 12, Aurora Hinden. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 13, Maddie Thenis. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 2, Hannah Whalen. Batting ninth, one of the 3 extra hitters, number 16, Mackenzie Monaco. Batting 10th, the second extra hitter, number 27, Mackenzie Faust. Batting 11th, the second baseman, number 24, Michaela Rodriguez. And batting 12th is the third extra hitter, number 15, Lily Bennett. For Pennsylvania, quickly represented by Bullskin, their lineup is as follows. Batting first, the catcher, number 1, Emerson Lewis. Batting second, the center fielder, number 2, Emma Butler. Batting third, the shortstop, number 3, Braley Lambie. Batting fourth, the second baseman, number 77, Kyla Bowser. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 4, Bellamy Perger. Batting fifth, the pitcher, Emma Nunemaker, number 5, batting 7th. The extra hitter, number 34, Kason Rittenauer. Batting 8th, the first baseman, number 25, Ella Bell. Batting 9th, the third baseman, 00, Ellie Fratto. Batting 10th, the extra hitter, number 11, Hadley Snyder. And batting 11th, the right fielder, number 23, Brooklyn Lucky. We'll pause now for the playing of our national anthem. One for it all, the Eastern Region Championship about to get underway here, live from Great Kills Little League in Staten Island. As we mentioned before, 22 total games over the course of these last 5 days. Had a skills competition to kick things off, a welcome parade as well, and now 9 total teams whittled down to 2, Pennsylvania and Connecticut, about to do battle here for the next 6 innings. David Pizzuto alongside Joe Calabrese. And Joe, let's get some thoughts before first.
Outstanding job getting the lineups in before the anthem.
Right on time.
Right to the last second. Another thing that's outstanding here, special note, the umpiring crew, all 4 of them, changing shirts in between games.
Yeah.
From the New England Championship to the big enchilada here, but they're all wearing nice, lovely light pink shirts, well represented here, supporting all of the girls who are still playing here at the moment. Again, this is going to be exciting. Don't know what to expect here.
Looking sharp. That caught everybody's eye here in the press box and out there to our left and right. So again, just to clarify, Pennsylvania is the home team in this one. That was by virtue of a coin flip. So that's how they do it during this double elimination, during this single elimination playoff round. During the double elimination opening round in New England, they did it during the coaches meeting, same thing in the Mid-Atlantic. But we saw Nunemaker earlier in her New England championship game, in the Mid-Atlantic championship game against New York. But Kinsley Persico will be making her debut here on this Wednesday, but she's pitched every day in this tournament as well.
Yes, she has. We've had the opportunity to see Nunemaker. And again, the other primary player that Pennsylvania has used as a pitcher is she in the lineup as a shortstop again? Yes, Braylee Lambie.
Yeah.
So she came on in relief following Nunemaker, who pitched the first 2 innings against Great Kills representing New York in the Mid-Atlantic Championship game. Made quick work in that 16-4 victory. But Great Kills stood tall with 10 hits overall combined against both pitchers. So we do know that she is vulnerable.
Well, yeah, and they made a lot of contact against her, and that's something that this Connecticut team does very well. And that first pitch is delivered strike on the inside corner. And so Reagan Gill starts us off, and she'll have 1 strike against her here as Nunemaker delivers, and that one just above the laces for ball 1, 1-1. How many games in this tournament, Joe, where we saw runs in the first inning, and most of the time they hold up?
That is true, especially Bolskin now, again, via the coin toss, they are going to bat in the bottom half of the first inning, but in most of the games that I've called, they have scored. For Connecticut, I think I have seen most of the games. I think you've seen the 1 or 2 other games.
They scored in the first inning of every game.
That's right.
Gill stayed alive by spoiling that last one foul. And here's the pitch. And there's a called strike 3. So 1 up, 1 down via the backwards K for Emma Nunemaker. Great start for her. And now it'll be Sadie Dubin, the shortstop. Made a couple of really good plays in the field in the last game. And makes contact there and fouls that one off.
Yeah, Nunemaker bringing it here early.
This top of the lineup, I mean, they smoked some balls in the last game against Massachusetts. Some of the hardest hit softballs we've seen in this entire tournament took place.
Including a home run.
Yeah, just a few hours ago, yep.
It was from Sadie Dubin, right? That 2-run home run. Yep. Came from the top of the lineup.
Yep. And Aurora Hinden hit one a ton to straightaway center field that got to the warning track and then hit the wall on a 1 bounce. I think they wanted to exchange balls there. There was one that might have been defective, but they brought 2 into the dugout now. So
there are plenty up here.
Yep.
So in case we run out down there, plenty stocked up.
It'll be an 0-1 coming up after this short pause against Dubin. Nunemaker delivers. Dubin puts down the bunt, but that will trail foul. And quickly there's 2 strikes against Dubin.
It was an interesting choice.
Yeah, well, you mentioned the towering home run, right? And
That's
then
right.
Come back, lay down that bunt. First base very deep.
For this game, it'll be in the direction of all of the family and the friends supporting Bullskin, Pennsylvania. They're lined up all the way out there. Philosophically, 2 different places. All the Connecticut fans down the bleachers along the left field line, which, again, we can't see from our view.
That one spoiled. First base side, right above the Bullskin dugout. Maybe that's why they line up there. They have a direct line of sight into that dugout.
That's right. Thankfully, I parked away, so even if it gets over the netting, it's not going to come anywhere near my car.
Me too. Crossed up, but that's just outside. Nunemaker wanted it, but instead the count will go to 2-2.
Yeah, she definitely wanted that pitch, and that was close.
Struck out Gill looking. Follows up, and that one is spoiled foul off the netting and back into the field of play.
Top of the netting over there.
Two. Nunemaker looks into her dugout for some instruction, and now looks into Lewis. Now one spoiled again.
So Nunemaker is bringing it, but up until this point, Sadie Dubin has been just late on her last 3 foul attempts. So we'll see if she can kind of adjust that and get out a little bit more ahead of it here on the 2-2 pitch.
Let's see if Nunemaker takes something off this one.
She does.
And it is a strike.
Very good call there, Dave.
Second in a row, second looking for Nunemaker, and that'll bring up Quinn Tierney as the last line of hope here in the inning for the New England champs, Connecticut. Two up, 2 down so far. Tierney takes a hack and swings through that one, strike 1. Another swing and a miss as Tierney swung through that one, swung down on that one, and she's in the hole 0-2, similar to what Dubin was in the hole with.
Yeah, that was a little drop pitch over here. Let's see if she comes back with a fast pitch.
And that one is up the middle. It's played by Lambie. She's got some time. The throw made, and 3 up and 3 down in the top half of the first inning. We are through 1 half. Connecticut no score. Bullskin coming to bat. This is the East Region Championship in the 10U division on the PDF Sports Network. Stay with us.
This tournament would not be possible without the great support of the Staten Island Advance. Not only does the Staten Island Advance have full coverage of the tournament, but we are committed to covering island youth sports year-round and all news close to home. Pick up the paper today and look for great subscriber deals now for our loyal readership. Visit us online at silive.com for news and photos of this week's tournament and all the breaking news on Staten Island, the nation, and the world. The news of Staten Island is the Staten Island Advance and silive.com.
We're back live here. Staten Island, New York is the home of the 10U Eastern Regional Championship Tournament, and this is its final game. The 2 regional winners from the Mid-Atlantic and New England sides doing battle here. Connecticut went down 1-2-3 in the top half of the first, and Bullskin, Little League, representative of the state of Pennsylvania, is now up at bat, and they'll have obviously their first 3 in the lineup at the minimum to face Kinsley Persico, Emerson Lewis, the catcher, Emma Butler, the center fielder, and Braley Lambie, the shortstop. It's got to feel good here for this Bullskin team to get up after a 1-2-3 top half of the first. A chance here to touch Persico a little bit in this bottom half of the inning and set the tone for the rest of the game.
Connecticut, who has scored in the first inning in each of their games, fails to score here.
Right.
Pennsylvania, who has scored in the first inning of each of their games. What will they do here?
Right. So Lewis sets up, and she sees that one outside and low for ball 1. After leaving the rubber for a moment, Kinsley Persico works her way back. Now Lewis sets in the box, and we are ready for pitch number 2 of the bottom of the first. The draw, and that one is fouled off, and that ricochets right in the Bullskin dugout.
Hello.
Hot shot in there.
I don't know if that ball's going to be usable.
Coach never flinched either. Just stayed stoic up there.
You know, we have a rule here. The Joe Foreman rule,
Okay.
for lack of a better term. You know, when we're calling games behind the plate, behind the netting, if you flinch, don't flinch.
Can't flinch.
Can't flinch. You're not allowed to
Can't
flinch.
show it. 1-2 is our count after Lewis swings and misses at that one. That one fouled off. Lewis trying to stay alive in the count. So the 1-2 pitch again from Persico. Getting a long look in. Gill sets up behind the plate. Here we go. 1-2. That one too low. And the count runs even again, 2-2. Persico looking into her dugout now. Reads the signs, and here we go. A 2-2 pitch. Lewis with a hot shot up the middle. And that'll reach center field. Played by Hinden there. The throw to second. And here we go. First at bat for Bullskin, and they are on base with a base hit single. Emerson Lewis gets things started, the catcher, and now it's Emma Butler, the center fielder.
Center fielder, number 2, Emma Butler, number 2.
And of course, as we do in every game, we bring up the requisite talk about what they do on the bases here and whether they stay active and try to get to second base somehow, some way.
Bullskin has used that to their advantage here so far this week.
And that one in at the hands, but hits the strike zone for strike one. Good delivery from Persico that time. And the count 0-1. The 0-1 from Persico. To the left-handed Butler, that gets behind, and they'll run over to second base easily. Emerson Lewis takes it on the wild pitch. And so now the count 1-1, and Bullskin, just like that, has a runner in scoring position.
Yes, they do. And again, something that Pennsylvania does here, Dave, very professional. If you noticed here, the number 2 batter, Emma Butler, on 2 of these pitches here, stepped out of the box, regrouped both times.
And sees that one 2 outside for ball 2, so 2-1. So Persico falls behind.
And look what she's doing again.
Yep.
Just taking those couple of extra seconds. You don't think they mean anything over the course of an at-bat, and over the course of a game, they do.
And that one too low, and again outside, so 3-1. And then she looks over at her first base coach, getting some instructions.
Takes 3 of those little mini practice swings, gets back in the batter's box.
Big pitch here for Persico. And that does hit the outside corner for strike 2, 3-2. Our count is now loaded.
It's a great pitch. Let's see if she can do it again.
Like the fact that Persico's keeping these pitches down in the strike zone. The 3-2, and missed it a little low, that one. And the free pass puts Butler at first. Lewis stays stationary at second, and now Bullskin with runners at first and second. With nobody out, bring up their number 3 hitter, Braylee Lambie.
Shortstop, number 3.
And they really, Dave, they wear you down. They wear you down. And I don't know if you've caught this or not. I think this is the second game you've seen from Pennsylvania as the pitch comes in.
That one is ripped up the middle. And we'll see if they send a runner from third base. They will not. And the bases will remain loaded. But it's a single for Braylee Lambie. And with 3 at-bats, Bullskin has loaded the bases. Finish your thought, Joe.
I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but they all stand in the back
Right.
of the box. So now they don't get out too far ahead of that slow pitch when it comes in, and they're back on that pitch that comes in with a little velocity.
Bowser is the batter, lays off that one, but it's low and inside for ball 1, 1-0, and it's exactly where you want your cleanup hitter to be. At bat with the bases loaded here in the bottom half of the first inning. Pennsylvania with an opportunity to draw first blood. Fouled off by Bowser, so count goes to 1-1.
Yep, and here we go again. Stepping out of the box, taking a couple of those little swings, waiting till the umpire gives you the signal. Those couple of extra seconds, they could frustrate a pitcher.
The 1-1 swung on and hit towards third base, and it gets through the left side of the infield. Runners hold after just one base. And now the ball gets away from Gill, and they are going to try and take home. Tag applied and out at home. What a way to record the first out.
That's right.
But Bowser, with an RBI base hit, scores the game's first run. It chases in Lewis from third base. So Pennsylvania has themselves a 1-0 lead with runners at second and third now with the one out. And we have players shaken up on the field. Just don't know who's shaken up on the field.
Now batting.
I believe it was Butler who was shaken up in the dugout. Butler was the player called out at home. Good job by Gill to regroup and grab that after she mishandled the throw on the one hop. Bunt laid down. It's back to Persico. Persico looks at third. No play to be made. So Perger gets on.
The reason why she got on is she was hustling out of the box. So Persico came off the rubber cleanly, fielded it cleanly, and again, by the time she looks to first, there's really no time to make the throw.
Right, so on the bunt single, she's on, and the bases are loaded again with one out. Nunemaker trying to help her own cause, take strike one. Pennsylvania up by one now, looking for more. The pitch swung on and hit weakly towards third base. It's touched up in foul territory, and so runners will retreat, and it'll be an 0-2 upcoming on Nunemaker.
Yeah, that ball just went foul. And it was at third base over there.
That's
Quinn
Tierney.
Tierney.
Yep.
Yeah, Tierney was looking to play it fair.
The pitch, and that one is hit into shallow left. That's going to bounce in front of Whalen. Whalen gets it into the infield at least, but a run will score on an RBI base hit by Emma Nunemaker. It chases in Lambie, and we've got a 2-0 lead here for Pennsylvania with the bases still loaded. Kason Rittenauer will be our batter, one of two extra hitters in this Pennsylvania lineup. And that's inside for ball one. That was the fifth hit of the inning already for Pennsylvania. All singles.
All singles. Couple of hard hit singles, though.
And that one is down low for ball two, 2-0. And we did say it, off camera pregame that what we will see a lot in this game is contact.
That's right.
We expected to see a lot of contact and a lot of work for the fielders out there. The infield is in on the forced situation at home, and Rittenauer steps away from that one. And so now the count is 3-0 on Rittenauer with nowhere to put her.
Nowhere to put her, bases loaded situation. Given the context here, Dave, got to take one, right? Take one or at least take two.
Yeah, I would. You got to see that Persico can deliver in the strike zone, and she does, right at the numbers. So here we go, 3-1 upcoming.
Now are you releasing Rittenauer to swing here on 3-1? Persico has to make a pitch, right?
Rittenauer went 1 for 2 in the game against New York earlier, and she lays off that one. It is high, and it's a bases-loaded walk that will run in the third run of the inning for Pennsylvania. They take a 3-0 lead as getting chased home is Kyla Bowser. And now Perger moves over to third, Nunemaker at second, Rittenauer at first for Ella Bell, the first baseman. Big swing and a miss, and that's off the glove of Gill, but runners hold. And now Persico starts out ahead 0-1. Bell in the opener against New York went 1 for 2. She got hit by a pitch. She also doubled in that game and scored a run. Pretty big bat on Ella Bell, who bats 8th in the lineup. The lefty looks at that one outside and low for ball 1, 1-1. Pitcher and batter set here on the 1-1 pitch. And that one's chopped foul behind the backstop. There's a timeout called here as some action in the ice is being administered into the Bullskin dugout. So we'll reset play here with the count 1-2 on Ella Bell. Infield is in. Bases are loaded here with one out. And there's a smoked shot to left field. That's going to go over everything and into the corner. This has the ability to perhaps clear the bases. 1 run in, 2 runs in, the 3rd in as well. It is a stand-up triple for Ella Bell. Bases clear. It's 6-0 Pennsylvania. And Ellie Fratto will be the next batter. That ball was hit a ton, Joe.
The lineup is relentless. It doesn't stop, whether it's 1 in the lineup, whether it's 8 in the lineup, and now we're at 9.
Ellie Fratto will be our batter. And she takes first pitch strike. Speaking of triples, Fratto had one in the last game against New York.
She did. Indeed, she did. We've seen a couple triples here on the senior minor field today.
Well, you bury one in a corner somewhere, and it's almost an automatic.
Right. How many times have we seen a ball go over an outfielder's head today, too?
Sure.
Is there something today in the weather allowing the balls to carry? I'll tell you, it was much more windy yesterday than it was today.
Yeah. So the count 1-1 now on Fratto. We got Bell at third base. And that one down low. Gill did well to corral it, but the count goes to 2-1. Milford in a big hole here, down by 6 runs. We are not through the bottom half of the first inning. Fratto takes low for ball 3, 3-1. After a short pause, the 3-1 pitch to Fratto, swung on and missed. He was late with the bat that time, 3-2. The deal here by Persico. Contact made by Fratto. She stays alive. It's 3-2.
Persico's really had to work here in the first inning. My question to you, again, based on what we've seen, Manny Dennis has been pretty good in her own right. At what point does Connecticut say, maybe we do need to change the pitcher just to kind of hang around here?
See what Persico does, maybe with the first couple of at-bats at the top of the order again. And that one is a line shot towards first base. It was mishandled at first, but the throw made in time. It's an RBI ground out for Ellie Fratto, 3-4 at first base. And that drives home Ella Bell for the game's 7th run. But there is 2 out now, and the bases are clear. And with that hot shot, DeSantis is getting looked at now, as she played that one pretty well, was able to knock it down, but it kind of jumped up and bit her in the hand there.
Yep.
She was still able to make the throw, but she's going to stay in the game.
That's all right.
After she gets looked at. And she gets claps from both teams here, and that will bring up Hadley Snyder. So Snyder represents batter number 10 in the inning. Bullskin 1 at-bat away from batting around in this one. She's the second of 2 extra hitters in the lineup. Bases are clear again, and Snyder rips through that one and misses for strike 1. That one down low. So the count will be 1-1 here. Persico looking to get out of this very long inning. As Joe referenced, a lot of pitches thrown here. And that one hits the outside corner for strike 2, 1-2. Snyder did not like that call.
Yeah, I thought that was relatively close too.
Yep. held up that time and receives that one low and inside, so the count will go to 2-2. Yeah, I think you're right, Joe.
We're right again.
I think your count is right, yes. There's the pitch, swung on and hit sharply on the right side of the infield. That does get through. And the throw made into the infield here. Hadley Snyder gets the 7th hit of the inning for Bullskin. She's on base now for Brooklyn Lucky, who is the final batter in the order here for Bullskin.
Right fielder number 23.
So the home team on the scoreboard has officially batted around here. Brooklyn Lucky set up right at the back of the batter's box, hugging the lip, and takes for strike one.
I do wonder how many times they have batted around
Yeah.
in
Well,
an inning during this stay here at Great Hills Little League.
I think they did it twice in their first game, or maybe once against New York. 0-2.
I think they did it once against New York, but in pool play, you know, those first innings, they did it at least 2 of the games that I saw.
So the 0-2 on Lucky, and that one is bounced, and it takes a rough carom off the backstop, and so that will allow Snyder to move over to second base rather easily, as Gill had to chase that one down. 1-2 will be the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Lucky out on strikes. Bullskin, however, does bat around. They strand the runner, but play 7 hits in the inning to go with their 7 runs. And at the end of 1 full inning of play, it's Pennsylvania 7 and Connecticut nothing. We move to the second frame after this short break.
Awards and Trophy Center is proud to sponsor this week's New York State Little League Championship. Located at 1600 Highland Boulevard on Staten Island, we pride ourselves in not only building trophies, but building relationships as we service our community and treat you like family. Your event and its achievements deserve the best. That's why Country Awards and Trophy Center is ready to work with all of our clients to make your event a memorable one, with awards, trophies, and gifts that make a lasting impression. Come see why we love our customers and they love us. Visit us today.
We are back here live from Great Kills Little League in Staten Island, New York. Excellent hosts here of this 10U Softball Eastern Regional Championship Tournament. This is the 22nd and final game of the tournament between the Mid-Atlantic champions in Pennsylvania, Bullskin Little League, with a commanding 7-0 lead after the first inning of play. In Connecticut with some work to do. They went down 1-2-3 in their turn of the first, so they will send batters 4, 5, and 6 at the least here to face Emma Nunemaker. And it'll start with the pitcher on the other end, Kinsley Persico. A couple of strikeouts for Nunemaker in that inning as well. Both looking.
Yeah, I was going to say in the first game here, she didn't really strike out too many batters. She didn't have to, but you know, she struck out a bunch of pitchers a couple of times that I've seen her. So let's see if that trend continues.
That one is ripped foul, first base side.
Off the light pole. No, off the regular pole. The 2 poles back to back over there.
Yeah. Big swing and a big cut ahead of it for Persico, so she's down 0-2.
That is a pure frustration, get out ahead of it swing. Again, Nunemaker does a really good job of mixing in pitches, taking a little bit off of it.
That one up high, she takes for ball 1. And Joe, I'll pose a question to you. With Connecticut just having come off that win, is it advantageous to get right back on the turf and play a second game?
I think so.
That one is fisted, and it's right above the pitcher and between pitcher and short, but no chance there. And with their first hit of the afternoon, Kinsley Persico is on base.
It's a really good attempt there by Braylee Lambie. Because, I mean, that ball, the way that it landed in No Girls Land between where the rubber is and the second base bag is, that ball took a little bit of a backspin, too, but she fielded it cleanly, got the throw nicely to first. Just not enough time.
DeSantis lays off that one, but she takes strike 1, so she's behind in the count 0-1. But, yeah, we were talking about whether it's advantageous to go right back to back here, and if you're, you know, would you rather play the opening game and have that little layoff, or would you rather get right back but even like assuming the way they won and the pitcher that they faced and the success that they had, you know.
Imagine if you're the pitcher in the game from the previous game. Maybe a little bit of a different story. I think everybody else that you want to try to get going as quickly as possible.
The 0-2 it hit DeSantis as she was exiting the batter's box, but she is out. As that ball hit her as she was traveling to first base, and they'll have to move Persico back over to first.
Yeah, I was going to say that's bad luck.
Yeah.
And in that case, again, we talk about rules and stuff, right? So by rule, she is out. Unfortunately, she can't really see her foot making contact with the ball coming out of the batter's box.
Unfortunate, unlucky play, yeah. Hendon is the batter. Now with one out and a runner at first. Showed bunt, pulled it back, and she'll take for ball one. And there's one delivered in the strike zone. 1-1 now.
It's the loudest strike I heard all week.
Yeah. Emphatic. Nunemaker looks into her dugout, gets the signs, and here we go. 1-1 pitch. Chopped. Middle of the infield. Fielded nicely by Lambie. Only place to step on second base. Does the wise thing, and the second out is recorded.
That's another very difficult play to make, too.
Yeah, going across her body and then having to double back.
Right, and you also don't want to make contact or collide with the runner in any way because it brings up an issue possibly, with safety stuff.
Maddie Thenis is the batter. She was the pitcher of record in the New England championship game. Went the distance in the abridged 4-inning affair. And she fouls that one off for a quick 0-1 count against her. Runner at first. Nunemaker delivers, and that one is swung through for strike two.
Catcher came out, looked the runner back to first. And again, Connecticut did the same thing against Massachusetts in that first game. Just keep looking the runner back, keep yourselves in the game. Nunemaker one pitch away from getting out of it.
And she gets out of it all right. A strikeout, swinging her fourth strikeout. And they go 4 up and 3 down in the top half of the second. We move to the bottom half of the second inning. Bullskin coming back up to bat with a 7-0 lead. This is coverage of the 10U Eastern Region Championship game on the PDF Sports Network. Stay with us.
New York State Little League Championship is proud to have Dave & Buster's as a proud sponsor. Where are you going after the game? There's only one place with delicious food, ice-cold drinks, games on the big screen, and fun for the whole family. Food and drink specials are available all week with the latest video games and the biggest arcade on the island. Redeem tokens for great prizes and come back often because Dave & Buster's is the place to be for game day and all the days in between. Turn on the fun with Dave & Buster's on Staten Island.
We are back here live from Great Kills Little League in Staten Island, New York. We're getting set for the bottom half of the second inning, where the home team on the scoreboard, Bullskin Little League representing Pennsylvania, scored 7 runs on 7 hits in an inning in which they batted around in the bottom of the first. And to answer your question that you posed earlier, Joe, it is Persico back out there in the circle to face this lineup again, almost like a reboot of the first. She'll face the top of the order again here in the second.
Now the question is, does the leash get shorter?
Right, sure, yeah.
If you put the first 2 runners on, and again, Pennsylvania's right back to the top of the order here. To try to prevent anything else, do you make the pitching change just to see if, it alters the momentum in any way?
Changes the pace
I
of the
think
batters.
it's under consideration here, again, considering the fact that we're back to the top of the order here. And Emerson Lewis here for Bullskin, Pennsylvania.
Lewis singled and scored in the first inning to lead things off. And she takes that one well high for ball 1. Persico Second time around the order, as we mentioned. See if she makes any adjustments to these batters after what she has seen from them. And she stays away high to Lewis and delivers ball 2-0. The pitch, dead red. Strike one, 2-1. Persico delivers, and that one is smoked down the first base line. And quite a piece of her coach did Emerson Lewis. He still hasn't resurfaced from back there. Oh, there he is.
There he is. He's laughing it off.
Chuckles that one off.
He must know something that we don't.
He must have dropped the ball. That's why he's laughing. That one got past Gill there on a hop, so the count evens now to 2-2. Is it 2-2? No, full count. Sorry.
Full
John,
count.
right.
Yep, 3-2. 3-2. It's a huge pitch. Don't want to put the leadoff runner on again.
Right, again. And that one is popped up. It's in foul territory, but they will not be able to catch up to it. Dennis gave it a good run, but she needed another 6 or 7 feet to catch up to that one. So Lewis with some new life. Has been missing on these swings just a tad late. See if she can even this one out. But instead, she sees one skip in front of the plate, and she earns on via the walk. It's only the second walk that was issued so far for Persico. But again, Pennsylvania in business here. Emma Butler, who was the other recipient of the walk in the first inning. She was later erased at home plate for the game's first out in that bottom half of the frame. She swings and misses for strike one.
So Persico has been pitching most of these batters away. In the case of Emma Butler here as a lefty, she can go to the left field. So keep that in mind.
The 0-1 is hit into the netting above us, so that'll make the count 0-2.
The closest that we've gotten to a souvenir. It's a little resistance, though.
Yes.
Just a bit.
A little bit. Sets in the box again is Butler. Took a lot off that one. And
you got an ephus.
Yep, well high in that
alert.
one. 1-2 is our count.
See about 3 or 4 of those this week.
That pitch is low and outside for ball 2, 2-2.
Again, how much would it annoy you to have your batter keep stepping out?
Yeah.
5 seconds, step back in, get reset.
That takes you out of rhythm, that's for sure. Runner goes, the throw is made. Not close there as Lewis takes the pass over to second base.
It was a true steal. And we've seen a bunch of those too.
Yep. Gill bobbled it behind the plate as well. Really had no chance, but with first base open now, Butler will see a payoff pitch here, 3-2 upcoming. Persico delivers outside for ball 4. So back-to-back walks here to start this bottom half of the second inning here for Bullskin. Up already by 7, looking for some insurance, and Brayley Lambie, who singled and scored, 7 hits in that bottom of the first inning. 6 of them were singles. And that one is dribbled foul, third baseline. And again, you know, just the thinking process for Lambie, you know, Persico's walked the first 2 batters. You think she's going to come in with a strike? She does, and you swing at it, stay aggressive. And that one is bounced into the outfield, and it gets past Dennis in right. Having to back her up is Hinden. 1 run will score, and they may wave the second one home. No, now they bring her back, but runner moves over to second, and so we'll have runners at second and third. It's an RBI single for Lambie, and our score is now 8-0.
8 runs on 8 hits. There must be something in that bat, that red, white, and blue bat.
Yeah.
A bunch of the Pennsylvania batters are using it. So we have a mound visit over here. Circle visit, rubber visit. There's no true circle here on the senior minor field. But, again, for the appropriate softball term, that's what I've been using.
There was for the earlier rounds of the days, but obviously with the rain and washing it away a little bit. But after a talking to, Persico looking to settle down here, but the runners are at second and third. There is nobody out. And here is Kyla Bowser. Bowser had an RBI single in the first. She also scored. The pitch. And that one skips on Gill. Lands right back at her, though, off the backstop. So runners hold.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky. In that case, that bounced perfectly back.
Gill turned around. The ball was right on top of her again.
It's important. Don't want those runs to score.
1-0. And that one above Gill's head. And again, it bounces right back towards the plate. But 2-0, as ever since that visit, Persico has missed pretty wildly on these last two pitches. Young lady needs to just calm down here and get back to basics here. Pitch. And that one is swung on, hit on a line right at DeSantis. She makes the catch. No one to double up, but that's an out here registered by Bowser on the line drive to first base, and that'll bring up Bellamy Perger. Perger bunt singled in the first and scored a run. And that time with a big healthy swing, the top of the strike zone, strike one. You're right about those runs being big, Joe. Obviously, they represent a 9 and a 10-run lead. And that one is chopped right back to Persico. They look for the out at first, and the ball is dropped at first by DeSantis. This could bring in both runners, and it will. So Perger with an RBI single that scores Emma Butler, but allowed to come home via the error is Braylee Lambert at first base. So she scores, and it's 10-0 here in favor of Bullskin Little League from Pennsylvania. And there's one that is hit high in the air. Calling off everyone is Hinden, and they double up. Perger.
I thought when the throw came in, she was on the base.
She was out the first time.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was trying to figure out what was going on there.
So a little bit of an unconventional double play, but hey, Connecticut will take it. They're out of the frame, but not before. Pennsylvania puts up another 3 runs, and they now lead by an even 10. Our score at the end of 2, it's 10-0 Pennsylvania. Connecticut coming to bat in the third. Stay with us.
The Staten Island Fairy Hawks are proud to be a sponsor of this year's New York State Little League Championship, because one championship organization deserves another. Come check out another amazing season with us at Staten Island University Hospital Community Ballpark with great ticket and group deals, theme nights, and fireworks displays. Good luck to all of our teams this week from your friends at the Staten Island Fairy Hawks. We'll see you at the game.
We are back here from Great Kills Little League in Staten Island. I was wrong before, Joe. This is game number 21 of 21. We did not have an if necessary game on the New England side, so I spoke out of turn there. But this is the 21st game being played in the tournament, and it's the one for it all, the Eastern Region Championship. Both of these teams obviously go back home to their respective states with their heads extremely high. Winning their region is something special in and of itself, representing so many little leagues from all over, the all-star teams, of course. So just an amazing accomplishment here to win a New England region and a Mid-Atlantic region. And the quality of softball is so good in these regions as well.
Yes, sir.
So Emma Nunemaker about to start her third inning. She has faced 7 batters through the first 2, and she will face batters 8, 9, and 10 in this one. Whalen, Monaco, and Faust will be the minimum.
Now, in a similar manner as Massachusetts before, are we going to start seeing some bunts?
I doubt
Connecticut.
I doubt it. That's not that's really not how this team. Oh, well.
Oh.
I stand corrected.
Again,
Well,
at this point now, you have to throw Pennsylvania off their spot.
Right.
How do you do
Yep.
that? You make them come into the ball and try to make plays.
Good observation there as that one is swung on and fouled off. So the count will go to 1-1.
Question is,
Yep.
will Connecticut be able to do so?
Right, exactly. Can they catch up to Nunemaker here? Yeah, because we saw New York against Nunemaker really hit the ball pretty well as we have an injury timeout here as getting looked at after that bunt foul was Hannah Whalen, but she seems to be okay. And as much contact as Connecticut had in that New England championship, really they've missed it in this one, and that one is drubbed foul, first base side, and the count will go to 1-2.
So the bunt was taken off there. I imagine when she went to go look at, I guess, whatever she went to look at, that the signal was taken off.
That one is fisted foul, first base side, so staying alive is Whalen. Up high, too high for Whalen. The count evens at 2-2. Nunemaker gives a quick glance over to her dugout here. Receives the signal, works quickly. The 2-2, chopped at towards short, and it's booted there. And so there's no play at first base. I would give that an E6, Joe. That was a routine ground ball. And Lambie, who's played an excellent shortstop, just couldn't handle that one.
Okay, Pennsylvania has not been valuable in the field. They have made a couple errors. They made 2 against Great Kills that kept them in the game for a little bit until the 4th inning.
Well, for what it's worth, for the second straight inning, they've gotten the leadoff runner on here. Has Connecticut. This is Monaco now with Whalen at first. Dancing around there, but held it there at first. And count 1-0 upcoming to Monaco. And that one is hit shallow right field, but backing up towards second was Bowser. She makes the catch on the lip of the outfield. And so there's one away.
She's playing her position perfectly there.
Yeah, she was playing very deep there at second base. Only had to trot back about 3 or 4 paces.
Right, if she's playing a little closer to where the base path is or even more shallow than that, she's got to backpedal. I'm not sure if she's able to make that play.
Mackenzie Faust will be our batter. She represents batter number 10 in the order. And she chops that one towards first base, fielded cleanly by Bell. She steps on first base and she registers the out unassisted. And with 2 outs now, Milford Little League down to their final out in the 3rd. It'll be up to Michaela Rodriguez with Whalen waiting at second.
Rodriguez certainly capable of putting the ball in play. We've seen her had a couple of hits here over the course of a couple of days, including a screamer to first base yesterday.
There's a check swing. Do they check her? No, she did not go, so that'll be ball 1.
She came close.
That was close, yeah.
It was close. Again, the wrists have to break.
Yeah.
I told that to Cam yesterday. That is the telltale sign.
That's a healthy swing and a cut foul, so 1-1. Again, it's a big runner at second base because it breaks up the run rule.
Temporarily.
Yeah. And there's a swing and a miss. Strike 2 actually, after the foul ball, so the count goes to 1-2. Dancing around at second was Whalen, but she's held there.
She tried.
Yep.
Certainly tried. And again, like I said at the top of the inning, I don't hate that. Got to force Pennsylvania to make some plays. If you want to hang around, stay in this game and extend it.
The pitch on 1-2, ducking under it was Rodriguez. That too high, so the count will go to 2-2. And chase back to second is Whalen. That one just missing outside. 3-2, the count runs full. Nunemaker puts her hands in the air saying, hey, help me out here. What's going on?
Here's first base open.
Yep, 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And Nunemaker gets out of the inning again. She faces 4 batters in the third. We go to the bottom half of that third inning. Pennsylvania up by 10, potentially to add some more insurance. We take a break here in the middle of this third inning. Stay with us.
K&S Industrial is your all-in-one supply and tool store for commercial, industrial, and domestic industries. A leader in HVAC supply stores, K&S provides various building and maintenance supplies for office buildings, industrial plants, schools, homes, and more. We also specialize in getting our customers hard-to-find items. If you're looking for HVAC supply stores that also offer anything else you might need, look no further than K&S Industrial. If they make it, we'll get it. K&S Industrial.
We are back here, bottom half of the third inning. Bolskin with 7 runs in the first inning, 3 more in the second, off just the 1 hit in that second inning. Actually, I had 2 hits in that second inning, so they should have 9 there, Joe.
Okay.
So
right,
10
we'll
runs on
adjust
9
that.
hits. Yeah, no problem there. But, yeah, they had a couple of walks in that inning, a couple of hits. But either way, a lot of damage being inflicted here on this Connecticut team. And Connecticut needs to keep them at bay here so that they give themselves a shot in the top half of the fourth inning to work themselves back into this one. We know Connecticut has the bats to do it. They just haven't gotten uncorked yet. And if you're Pennsylvania here, a golden opportunity to pad into this lead, take advantage of some mistakes.
You had a couple of runs. Again, the next 3 outs in that top half of the fourth inning could be the difference here between championship and not.
Yep. And I don't have a lot of experience following the 10U softball division, Joe, but let's just say this ends in a run rule scenario. How dominant of a performance through these regions has Bolskin been? I mean, that's just unprecedented, really. Winning every game via the run rule, just about.
That's right.
And
we had some commentary in the YouTube chat.
That one is smoked foul, 1-1.
Yeah, going back, like to read through. Where is it? I'm looking for that. Bolskin hasn't been playing together all year. Essentially, this team was assembled in June. They've been playing together for a little over a month.
Right, because we mentioned yesterday they're kind of a conglomerate of different leagues, right, in that area. I think that was
we were going through the details of all that. Again, essentially, these are all the qualifiers from their respective states, all-star level, position player, girls at every single spot. I don't know if you caught that, though, but the coach for Bolskin had to get out of the way of that again.
Yeah, he's been. There's a called strike 3 as Rittenauer sees that one. Called strike 3. And it'll be Ella Bell. Bell tripled, bases clearing triple, had the best hit of the afternoon. Oh, it hits her right on the top of the crown, and she will get a free pass.
She ran right to first. She didn't want anybody checking her out. I'm fine. Let's go.
That's why
Let's
you wear the
go.
helmet.
We need more runs here. She's pointing to her watch.
And if that's not a commercial for the integrity of that helmet, I don't know what is. Took it right off the right off the top, right off the.
I'll tell you something. Based on the story I heard yesterday about the background about how Bolskin got its name.
Fratto up the middle. That was off the glove of Dubin, but no play to be made. That's a base hit for Ellie Fratto, and the bases are now occupied at first and second with 1 out, and that will bring up Hadley Snyder.
So as I was saying, those helmets, like all the residents of Bolskin, based on the background and the story of how the town got its name, real tough, real tough.
So 10-0 is our score. Bolskin in the lead and threatening again here in the third. 2 on, 1 out, and that one taken on the high inside corner by Snyder. Snyder singled her first time up.
Did not agree with that call.
No. He was
the body language definitely proving that.
A little bit of an eye roll for Snyder on that one. The 0-1, she offers it that one and spins it into the Bolskin dugout.
Now, do they like their coach or do they not like their coach?
Right, it's like,
that's the 5th time.
It's like target practice.
Bullskin target practice. Let's see what you did there.
That one well high. Pitch gets away. They try to get to third, and they will successfully, as moving to third is Bell, and Fratto moves over to second. Meanwhile, that was the first ball issued in this at-bat, so the count 1-2. On Snyder. Snyder again, who singled her first time up, and a golden opportunity here to add some more skips away from that one, and the count runs even. That one is smoked towards the right side. No play at home. They go to first to get the sure out. 2 away, but an RBI ground out for Hadley Snyder. And that will score Ella Bell, who was hit by the pitch. And now with 2 outs, Bullskin is up 11-0. And it will be up to Brooklyn Lucky again. Lucky ended the first inning, the inning that they batted around in. She struck out, takes that one low for ball 1. Runner is at third base. That's Ellie Fratto. The 1-0 upcoming. And backpedaling out of the way was Lucky. She takes ball 2.
So with that additional run, as you head into the 4th inning, the 10-run rule then gets implemented.
Correct.
So from that point, Connecticut will now need 2. Every additional run, you could add an additional run to that total.
Correct. So Connecticut will have to score those 2 in the next half inning, as now we're going to get a timeout here called by Connecticut. They want to have a discussion with the third base umpire. I don't know what that might be for, Joe, with the runner at third base. Not quite sure, but maybe just speculating here, but maybe asking to watch the runner leaving early or something to that effect.
Well, that did happen at the end of the last inning.
Right.
So it's certainly in play.
The 2-0 upcoming. The pitch, and that one smoked through the middle of the infield. And that's going to be an RBI base hit for Brooklyn Lucky. And that will make it a 12-0 game. Ellie Fratto is plated on the play. Good piece of hitting by the bottom of the order. And that'll bring up the top again Emerson Lewis with her 3rd at-bat here in as many innings. She's 0 for 1. She has singled and walked. She has scored twice.
You know, Aurora Hinden double clutched out there. She was looking to make that throw to first base. She doesn't double clutch and buzz, that foul ball goes into the netting. But if she doesn't double clutch and she makes that throw initially, she may have gotten lucky at first.
Yeah, it would have taken a brilliant throw, but
I mean, that throw,
was,
again, after the double
it was
clutch
a hot shot out there, that's for
was
sure.
pretty accurate.
The one hopper to the outfield. And that one is delivered low. And the count goes to 1-1 on Lewis. And again, by virtue of that second run in the inning, now they'll need 3 in the top half of the 4th inning. And there's a slow-moving grounder. They get it over to second base for the out. And so Lewis is out via the fielder's choice. And so we move to the top half of the 4th inning. Connecticut will need runs. They'll need 3 of them to extend the game. We are through 3 otherwise, and it's 12-0. Bullskin Little League from Pennsylvania. Stay with us. More 10U softball action still to come here on the PDF Sports Network.
When it comes to sports, why be good when you can be legendary? At Legend Sporting Goods in Brooklyn, we service the community with only the best custom apparel, embroidery, and service, specializing in youth sports, so that the leaders of today become the legends of tomorrow. We're proud to support all of this week's great athletes and invite everyone to check us out and make us a part of your team. Come see why Legend Sporting Goods is in a class by itself. Visit us online or call us now.
We are back here live from Staten Island, New York. Great Kills Little League, our host school. Great Kills was involved in the semifinals earlier today. They fell to this Bullskin team 16-4 in the semis. And It's like Bullskin never missed a beat. It's like they just continued with this one. 12 runs through 3 innings, and now a chance to end this one early, Joe, if they can hold Connecticut to 2 runs or less in this inning.
Double digits in each game. They poured it on in the first inning of each win as well. There was a comment in the chat, Lucky has been clutch all tournament. I'll tell you something. Every batter in the Pennsylvania lineup has been clutch this tournament. Again, no breaks for any particular pitcher that they have faced, and they have been rewarded so far up until this point. And if they can collect 3 outs here without conceding 3 runs to Connecticut, they will be the East Region champions.
Well, let's put it this way. Between the semifinal game against New York and this game, every single player in the order has been on base at least once and has had a hit at least once. And that's what you call pretty clutch throughout the entire lineup. As first pitch, strike delivered to Lily Bennett. Bennett represents the bottom of the order here, and then we'll have the top back up here for Connecticut. So if anything, that's a positive here for this Milford Little League team, as they'll get their power hitters back up at the plate to face Nunemaker for the second time. And remember, these two teams are playing each other for the very first time in this tournament, so it's the first time they're seeing these respective pitchers. Bennett squares up to bunt again, and it's fouled. A third strike issued there via the bunt. So another strikeout for Nunemaker. As I do a quick count here, that's her 6th through the first turn in the order. And now that brings up the top of the order again. Reagan Gill is 0 for 1. She struck out looking her first time up.
Is that officially a strikeout swinging
Yes.
at all levels?
It's right. It's strikeout at via the bunt. Yeah, so it's scored, at least in computer KS2. KS2 bunt.
There you go. Okay.
And that one is ripped up the middle, fielded well by Lambie. The throw to first in time. And we have 2 away here. And down to their final out will be Connecticut. Sadie Dubin, who struck out looking her first time. And now the weight of this tournament on her shoulders, she needs to get on to extend the game. Nunemaker deals. And check swung, but accepted the strike in the strike zone. So 0-1 as Nunemaker starts ahead. The 0-1 swung on and hit weakly down the third base line, but that'll be foul. So 0-2 as Emma Nunemaker 1 strike away.
And what's incredibly impressive here is that, again, the games previously that I saw, she was a strikeout pitcher. Did not really have the strikeout going today, but
that one just low and on the inside. Ball 1-2.
She hasn't been able to finish the batters today via the strikeout. She's gotten a lot of help with the defense, and they are now 1 strike away from being the East Region champions.
She only had 1 strikeout against New York in the semis. And that one is just inside, missing. Nunemaker wanted that one as well. Throws her hands up and said, oh boy, where was that?
She's rocking her head. That means that she's annoyed. Still 1 strike away here.
Go 2-2, and that one at the laces. So Dubin sees it low and inside, 3-2.
Great job here to get from 0-2 to 3-2, though, for Sadie Dubin. And she hit a rocket 2-run home run for Connecticut to get here.
Here we go. 3-2 pitch, 2 out here. And she swings at that one and smokes one into right field, but the catch is made by Lucky, and we are through this one. It's called after 3.5 innings. Ladies and gentlemen, your Eastern Region champions are Bullskin Little League from Pennsylvania. They take it all. Every game by way of the run rule, and they dominated from start to finish this entire day, Joe. 16-4 in the semis, and another 12-run win here in the championship.
I mean, their dominant run didn't start today. It started 9 a.m. on Sunday. That was the first game that I called on the major field over there. It started then. It started then, and like an expression here that we know locally from the Jets, even though they aren't good, All gas, no brakes. No brakes at all for Bullskin. Tremendous all the way throughout the lineup. And the only thing even better is the tremendous support that they have gotten from all of their family and friends here, and from everybody who has been watching at home. Again, I spoke to a parent here yesterday who made the drive here, 5+ hours from an area about 45 minutes or so outside of Pittsburgh. Well-traveled here, and again, well-earned, well-deserved. Bullskin Little League of Pennsylvania here, your 2026 Mid-Atlantic champions, and now your 2026 10 and under softball Eastern Region champions.
Yeah, just a tremendous effort. Quality softball from both of these teams throughout the tournament, but today and all week long belong to this Bullskin team. They were outstanding, as Joe just mentioned, from start to finish. Really every inning of every game. They were dynamite, and they deserve this championship. They leave with 2 huge trophies, one that represents the Mid-Atlantic Regional Championship, and now the entire East region belongs to Pennsylvania. Congratulations. I don't know if they've officially done that yet, but
well, we're still in the celebration portion. We got Hadley Snyder over here doing the moonwalk on the field. I didn't know she was old enough to know about the moonwalk.
Well, I've heard about throwing your gloves in the air when you win, but they've all taken off their shoes too.
Well, they have some odd, funky pregame stuff, and usually for the player introductions here, they've been laid out on the infield with the coaches coming in there and dabbing them up and everything. So, evidently, considering that this team was put together about a month or so ago, Dave, and again, it's a collection of all-stars, seems like they got really well acclimated to each other very quickly, and the camaraderie here from everybody involved, again, from the players to the coaches to the manager to the family and friends who are here supporting. It doesn't get any better than that.
No, it does not at all, and we know that there are some tough faces on the Connecticut side of things, and Milford Little League, some tears there, but they should not hang their heads at all. Listen, winning a championship to represent the entire New England region is just tremendous. So, we hope that they'll bounce back there and appreciate the excellent job that they did. Our trophies are making their way into the pitchers area, and we are going to hear from our tournament directors now, who will turn the focus and attention over to our 2 teams. So we're going to turn it down now to the public address for the remainder here of our trophy presentation. Let's listen in on what's going on downstairs.
Thank you all for participating in this great Eastern Regional Championship game. Let's give these 2 teams a round of applause. Great job. Milford, Connecticut, Bullskin, Pennsylvania, the final 2. The 2 great champions of the Mid-Atlantic Division, and the champion of the New England Division. 2 great teams. Wow. These girls worked very hard. They did a great job from beginning to the end. And we're down to the final teams, and now we have a champion. So great job on both teams, and congratulations to both of you. Congratulations to Pennsylvania for winning the Eastern Regional. And we do have some more presents here. These girls are going home with a lot of medal, I'll tell you that. All right, let's start off. Jeanette, come on down from Connecticut. Congratulations, great job.
Thank you, everyone. Great kills again. It was a great weekend, or 5 days. To you guys are a great team. Great job hitting, great job defense, great pitching. So, great job. Girls, nothing to hang your heads, but take any control anywhere any day. How hard it works to get here. It seems like this is what's going to make us better. We have to play more teams like this. That's all we can do. A couple more innings, get our bats going, but do not hang your heads. Keep your heads high. Because we had a great season, a great 2 months. We put all the hard work in, and today's going to make you better. Right? Come on up. Eagleville. Sadie Dubin. Quinn Tierney. Lindsay Persico. Allie DeSantis. Rory Hendon. Anna Whalen. Kenzie Monaco. Kenzie Faust. Maddie Dennis. Lily Bennett. Kayla Rodriguez. And Lily Bennett.
One more time, great round of applause for Connecticut. Alrighty, let's turn our attention now to the East Region champions. Jeremy, come on down! Congratulations! Great job.
Again, thanks to the great kids, organization here in the complex. Again, everybody made us feel welcome, and we truly appreciate it. Connecticut, you guys are a good team. Because there's nothing, absolutely nothing to hang your heads about. You're standing here right now with the final two. Nothing to hang your heads about. Keep growing, keep playing hard. Just continue to make me feel so parents proud, Bullskin proud. Put Bullskin on the map today. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. So thank you. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for believing in yourselves and believing in one another. Thank you to your parents and everybody back home. Truly appreciate you guys. Love you. Emerson Lewis. Emma Butler. Ray Lambie. Kyle Bowser. Bellamy Carter. Emma Minamaker. Takes him right now. Bella. Ellie Frado. Number 11 hitter, Brooklyn. I just want to thank you, coaches, Coach Berger, Coach Frado, Thank you.
There we go. East Region Champion Trophy. It's yours. Now one more piece of the puzzle. The final banner. All right, everybody. Thank you very much.
It's a great job. Safe trip to all teams going home. I'd like to thank all those 9 states that came down.
I want to thank all great kills, all my ADAs, everybody. Billy, Jimmy, Stephanie, Rob, James, Adam, Karan, everybody. Great job. Great job, everybody. Pitched in. Don't forget our announcer, Chris Cipolla. Great job, Chris Cipolla. Yeah. Yeah, play that music up there. Stefan on the other side. We had to cut him tonight. There they go, taking their traditional banner run. Staten Island Advance, like to take the Staten Island Advance for everything they did. Great job. This concludes our ceremony.
Crush the whole way through. And again, just to see the support here. They played Black and Yellow on the loudspeaker. Again, a nod to Pittsburgh, the Little League over here, Bullskin Little League. Again, a lot of the parents within 45 minutes driving range of the city. I don't know where it is exactly, but again, for them to come 5.5 hours, whatever it is, here to New York, they made this place home for the last couple of days. And again, the girls, not only did they deserve it, but it was so well earned, well played. Big shout out to the Milford, Connecticut team. Again, none of these teams have anything to hang their hat on. It was a tremendous week. It's always a tremendous week over here. Very happy to be a part of this. Couldn't have gone any better. And my final thoughts are, I would love to be here again next year to do some more of this. So congratulations for Bullskin Little League in Pennsylvania. For everybody, again, watching, who stuck with us, who are still on the stream watching, the girls, family, friends, and everybody celebrating. Congratulations. When they come home, welcome them home and celebrate.
Absolutely. And before we kick it out of here and we're done for the day, we do want to thank everybody affiliated with Great Kills Little League. They were hospitable all week long. They allowed us to, keep all of our materials here all week. They really gave us, they actually gave us a key to the facility and let us come here.
They gave us a key to the city.
6:30 in the morning every morning to kind of set up and really have our run of the place and do whatever we kind of wanted here. And we really can't thank them enough. Guys like John Singari, the tournament director, Frank Cambria, Billy and Aaron down there who are with Frank right now. They're in your screen.
And I'll tell you something, Dave. I spoke to a bunch of parents from a bunch of teams, and they all said the same thing. You guys, what an amazing facility here. All of you, the staff that you just mentioned, you guys couldn't have been any nicer, and that's ultimately the experience you want, especially for these youth girls.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so we have to thank them, because without them, this doesn't happen. And all of our sponsors, again, if you liked these streams and you're from the area, even if you just send them an email and say, hey, thanks for sponsoring that tournament. Because of that, because of your sponsorship, we were able to take it in. We were able to enjoy it. Please do that. Please send them an email. We do it every time after the tournament is over.
Speaking of sponsors, we also like to thank ShopRite and Nationwide Bus Charter
absolutely.
and everybody else.
Yep.
Again, without all the sponsors and everybody behind the scenes, none of this is possible.
Yeah, and the last but not least, we want to thank our crew. To the gentleman to my right, Joe Calabrese, who was here every day. Alex Paramithis was here. Cameron Williams was here. John McCooch was here. So, we had a lot of different hands taking place. But really, the most important piece of all this is you guys, the viewers. If there are no viewers to these streams, we don't get invited to cover it. It's that simple. So the fact that we're able to produce these streams, the fact that there's an audience waiting to receive it and ingest it, and of course, have feedback on the chat and things of that nature, that's what makes this possible. That's what keeps these leagues reaching out to not just us, but other entities like us to broadcast these games. So we sincerely appreciate you guys tuning in all week. So again, for Joe Calabrese, my name is David Pizzuto. Thank you very much on behalf of all of us at PDF Sports. We hope you'll tune in. We hope you'll follow us. Click the subscribe button so you can check out some of the other things that we do year-round. And, of course, we'll be right back here at Great Kills. Next year, Joe, here at Great Kills will be the 10U Baseball Championship only for now. But we'll see in years future what Great Kills submits to host. And you never know, we might be here again.
Yeah, and I'm only a few blocks away.
Right.
Again, it's amazing that I grew up in this area, and to see an event come together like this, to see the weather hold out for all the families who made the long travel to come here. Everything couldn't have gone better. And again, we're excited to do it next year and to continue the amazing coverage here on PDF Sports Network. And as Dave iterated, it's for you guys. It's for everybody who is listening and watching at home. And we hope you all enjoyed it.
Absolutely. So that'll do it for us. Enjoy the rest of your week, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the PDF Sports Network. Good night.